All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions, guys. They're 9-3. All right, they're 9-3. They're one of the best teams in the NFC. This is the first time they've been 9-3 since the year 1962. I'm 24. I was born in 1999. I could not tell you a single thing that happened in 1962. The Detroit Lions are having a historic season. And while, yes, some people would like improvements on the defense, some people would like to see a little bit more consistency within the games, guys, they're still 9-3. And no matter how you want to cut it, no matter how you want to phrase it, they're 9-3. Like, that's a certified fact right here. And Amon-Ra St. Brown had a quote a couple of days ago, or maybe it was today, that I thought perfectly paints kind of the year 2023 in sports media. And this was what he said: "There's a new number one team every week. How does that work?" And Amon-Ra St. Brown hit the nail on the freaking head. Folks, when this season is over, nobody is going to be looking at the loss to the Ravens. Nobody is going to be looking at the loss to my Green Bay Packers on a short week. Nobody's going to be going back to that Seattle game. Nobody's going to be complaining that they only beat the New Orleans Saints by 5 points on the road, and after the first quarter, they crumbled. They only put up 12 points and they gave up 28 points. Guys, this isn't college football. There's no committee that you have to please. There's no politics involved. If you make the playoffs, no matter what your record is, no matter what your momentum is looking like, you're in the playoffs. And you have as good of a shot as anybody to win the freaking Super Bowl, all right? So obviously, we're talking Detroit Lions in today's video. If you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. I've been posting pretty much a Lions video every single day this week because I hate reading the media's comments sometimes. It just drives me crazy. But if we could get 250 likes on tonight's video, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for all the support so far this season. And take it from a freaking Packers fan, man. This team's legit. This team is legit. They have an offense that can hang with everybody. And once again, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown hit the nail on the head. Folks, sometimes players have bad weeks. Sometimes teams have bad weeks. But all that matters, in my opinion, is did you get the victory? And the Detroit Lions, for the first time in probably my entire life, none of that matters because they're winning football games. They're winning football games. They're 9-3. Yes, they have third quarter woes. Yes, they have some defensive woes. For example, they're currently ranked 23rd in the National Football League as far as opponents' points per game. Guys are getting injured, Aleem McNeil being most recently. The good news is Alex Anzalone is back, and also James Houston said he will be back before the playoffs. So I just want to say, the Lions this past draft, yes, they drafted Jack Campbell, they drafted Brian Branch, who have done phenomenal jobs. Not only does the future look extremely bright, but pay attention to this upcoming offseason for defensive moves. Pay attention to this upcoming draft for defensive moves. We are in a scoring league right now. You have to compete against guys like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. Now, it doesn't matter what you think about any of those 5 players I just mentioned. What matters is they put points on the board. And currently, what do the Detroit Lions do? Even on a bad week, I will call that Saints game a bad victory because outside of the first quarter, it wasn't great. It certainly wasn't pretty, and it certainly wasn't sexy. But what are they doing? They're scoring points. Now, we could sit here and be like, oh, DPJ hasn't done much. I want to see more Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to see more Jameson Williams. These are all good points, but it's a 17-week season. And I'm my Lions video from a couple of days ago after their victory this past Sunday against the Saints, I got a great comment, and it was just somebody saying, like, essentially, I'm paraphrasing here, and I apologize, I don't remember the guy's name because it was a couple of days ago. You also have been blessed in these videos. He was like, it's easy to tell who hasn't played football or smash mouth football. And Detroit currently is putting up 27.3 points per game. That's 6th in the National Football League. Now, some way, somehow, the Detroit Lions went 9-8 last season after starting their season 1-6. I remember exactly where I was week 18 against my Green Bay Packers, where we lost. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, what? We just lost to the Lions twice in a season? Like, what is this? What is going on here? So we have to zoom out sometimes and just kind of remember the bigger picture. That rookie class isn't changing. The quarterback isn't changing. Dan Campbell isn't changing. The Detroit Lions are not going to be perfect on a week-to-week basis. They're still learning how to win. I cannot and we tried to emphasize this all off season, and everybody agreed with it. But now the expectations are kind of set here. Now that you're 9-3, people start overreacting, as Amon-Ra St. Brown was kind of picturing for us. They were 1-6 last year. How on earth did they finish 9-8? Like, that's a feat in and of itself. So what did the tone set for this upcoming season? Well, I will tell you. An NFC North crown and a playoff victory. But honestly, if we're keeping it a buck here, a playoff appearance. A freaking playoff appearance. And what are the Detroit Lions pretty much set for this season? A playoff appearance and a home playoff game. I don't know what more I could possibly ask for. We could sit here and we could nitpick the defense. We could nitpick all of these injuries. We could nitpick quarters. Oh, they scored 21 points, gave up 0 in the first quarter, but they fizzled out after that. I don't know how that's gonna pan out for us in the playoffs. Now, I'm not going at Lions fans in any way, shape, or form in this video. All I'm trying to say from an outsider's perspective is they are freaking fine. This is a hell of a run. This is a historic run. I'm not good at math here. They have not done this in 60 years. 60 years. I get Lions fans every single day saying, I don't know what's going on right now. We're really freaking good. So let's take a look at the Detroit Lions' upcoming schedule. Well, folks, I've got the Chicago Bears on the road this upcoming Sunday. I actually can't wait for that game because I'm born and raised in that area. You've got the Denver Broncos, you've got the Vikings twice, and you've got the Cowgirls one time on the road. If the Detroit Lions finish this season 12-5, 13-4, it literally does not matter because the Detroit Lions are still learning how to win. They're still improving on a week-to-week basis. Guys, this is a young-ass team. And I still have Jared Goff, and I still have Jahmyr Gibbs, and I still have David Montgomery, and I still have a Sam Laporta, and I still have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I still have all these playmakers. I still have Dan Campbell. I've still got my coaching staff. I still have Ben Johnson. I also want to just say, as we're ending this video here, I don't really think Ben Johnson's showing all of his cards right now, as he shouldn't be doing. They're poising themselves up for a playoff run, and we still have 5 football games left. So take it a game at a time, but also try to remember the bigger picture. All right, that's it for tonight's Lions rant. We'll probably see you another time before this upcoming game this Sunday. So hit that like button, hit that sub button if you enjoyed. But guys, let's hear it down below in the comments.